Hello, we're going to spend some time today talking about in this video how to log your instructional minutes. So in TVHS, because you're an online student, we can't necessarily track when you're working on stuff and what time you're doing it because we don't physically see you doing that. So you have to go ahead and add some additional information for us to track. And parents, you will have to verify this information. There'll be directions given to you at orientation as well as directions placed online in case you ever have any questions. So we're going to head over to the Tolleson Union High School District webpage. You're going to head over to Students and log into Blackboard. From there, go ahead and find your class over here on the right side that says My Classes, and you're going to go ahead and go into Edgenuity. You're going to want to sign in with your information that you can pre-populate there. That's just on my internet browser. Be careful with that. Okay, and then you're going to go to, from here, you've got all your classes that you would be enrolled in, not only TVHS, but also in your other classes. So make sure when you're doing your Edgenuity work, you're in your right class. And we're going to go ahead and tag all the classes in TVHS with this logo here with TVHS. So make sure you're doing your work in there because we do not want you doing work in the wrong class the entire time and then not receiving credit. So to record your minutes, you're going to head over to this class TVHS Student Minutes Log. Click on that. You'll notice there's absolutely nothing in the course. There's no notes, no lessons, anything of that sort. What's important about this is this heart here with the heartbeat. That's where we're going to go ahead and record our activities. So you can see here that I have some dates that I added in, some different activities, and some notes. So we're going to walk you through how to do that. So weekly, by Wednesday at 8 p.m., you have to add in your minutes that you are required to complete in order to be considered a full-time student. If you can recall through orientation and you can recall through conversations with your counselors, each class you have to work 75 minutes per day on average. That gets you to 6.25 hours per week. And so 75 minutes a day can be added in one day. You could do 150 minutes in one day. You could do 20 minutes in one day and then more on the next. It doesn't matter as long as you reach that goal by the end of a week. Okay, so what we're going to do here is we're going to add a fitness activity here. We're going to say the date. So it's going to pre-populate with a date. And you can add it for strength, cardio, or flexibility. It doesn't matter which one you want to do. So I'm going to add it for strength here. And I'm going to say my activity was that I worked in Edgenuity. Let's just say Edgenuity biology. And I did my work for 125 minutes on today. Okay, then my notes for 125 minutes was about 2 hours and 5 minutes. I'm going to say from 2:30 through 3:35. It's very important to put the time frame that you worked. I worked on my Edgenuity coursework. Okay, so I added that in there, and that's going to pop up right here. Okay, so let's say in addition to that, I went ahead and I studied for the test that I got to after I did my Edgenuity work. So I'm going to say biology, and then I'm going to put like a studied, and then I studied for 45 minutes. So after 3:35, so about 3:40 to, about 3:40 to 45 minutes, 20, so about 4:25, I studied for my biology test. Okay, and then I'm going to go ahead and say on that same afternoon, I went into the online lab and I was there for 2 hours. So I'm going to say 120 minutes. And then I know that starts at 4, so from 4 to 6 p.m. I took my biology test and got tutoring from the teacher that was there. Okay, so you'll notice that this is going to continue to grow. What I recommend that you do is, this is in the same week from Wednesday to Wednesday, so I'm going to leave that on there. But your teacher as well as you can delete a fitness activity. So let's say, I know this one reported and I don't want to deal with it anymore. I'm just going to hit delete off of there. So that's how you add minutes into your fitness log. You can also download a template. That's something you can print and write into to help you kind of track that. I highly recommend doing that, and I believe your instructor is going to explain that to you so you can track it a little easier. So while you're doing it, that time frame, from 2:30 to 3:30 or from 6 to 7 p.m., sometimes we forget, and adding it at the end of the week is probably not the best option. So again, that's how you add minutes into there. Your teacher will be able to pull a report that shows exactly what you added in here. And we're going to be able to pull a report as well, making sure that you are doing what you're supposed to be doing and saying you did what you were. So let's say I totally forgot. I know I worked in my biology class. For maybe like 3 hours yesterday. I was really hitting it hard. I got through a lot of stuff and I can't remember what time I did it at or what I was doing. If you head over back to your class like I just did, so this is my regular bio class, and hit course report, it's going to print a document that's going to break down everything you did. So it's going to have a due date, a first attempt you did it, a submitted attempt, your estimated time you spent. This is an estimated time from Edgenuity, how long you should probably be spending, and then the total time you actually spent. So it's going to give you exactly that information that you need in case you forget the information that you're looking for. So that's there for you too. It's really important to make sure that you have the time frame as well as the amount of time that you spent working on your class. Every Wednesday by 8 p.m. this needs to be submitted. We're going to be pulling reports on Thursday early in the morning. And then we are going to be working through making sure your parents are verifying that information on Thursday. And then by Friday, we have to submit this information to the system. So we don't have a lot of time, and it's a Wednesday, 8 p.m. cutoff date. So if you missed it, you potentially could get dinged for not being in school because you didn't have the right amount of time recorded. If you have any questions, you can email me at sienna.guerra@tuhsd.org or call our office 623 478 4135.